What's up guys, Cheap Beast aka Noah back today bringing another video. This time we're doing the June sneaker releases. June honestly at this point isn't too crazy. I feel like I say this every month, but there's just not a lot of stuff coming out recently in sneakers. There's usually stuff that gets added throughout the month, but as of right now I always do it to start the month and then preview everything that's coming in the month. There just isn't a ton of stuff. There's some stuff that's been rumored for a while or delayed from last month, but other than that, nothing new that's like super crazy. So I guess we can just go over the list. So coming out on the first, we have the Jordan 1 Low Golf. So the golf version of the Jordan 1 Low Shattered Backboard. It's going to retail for $140. Like I said, it's the Jordan 1 Low golf version. You could actually wear this like a normal sneaker. I do have a pair of the breads in the golf, so like you can wear them. They just have like an additional like sole to them, so there's nothing like too crazy. It's just kind of help you swing stuff, but it's not like a full-on like spike like you would get with some other Jordans. But it's a shattered backboard colorway, so if you're really looking for that colorway, especially in a Jordan 1 Low, it's a good one to pick up. $140, not too terrible. Obviously you would like it in a Jordan 1 High because they go for a ton of money, but if you're looking for a low to pick up in a shattered backboard colorway, this one's pretty decent. Or if you're into golf, this one's another pretty decent one to pick up. Then the second one we've actually, don't think I've ever included on these lists. It's come out before, but it's the Air Griffey Max 1, the alternate colorway. It's going to retail for $170. It's the alternate Mariners colorway, so it's actually aquamarine, white, and black. They returned, the Air Griffey returned in 2021, so there has been some recently. And they originally released in 1996. They're obviously Ken Griffey Jr.'s signature sneaker. I think the colorway is pretty cool. I kind of just include this because there's not a ton this month. I'm not too familiar with the Air Griffey Max 1, but it doesn't look terrible. I don't know if I would wear it. It seems pretty bulky, but if you're into that, it's a cool colorway, so definitely one you should pick up if you like it. Then on the third, we had one that I swear I've covered for the past like 2 or 3 months. It's the Amamaniere Jordan 2. It's going to retail for $225. I believe it's originally released already, but now there's an early access release on the third on sneakers. I don't know exactly how it's going. I just know I look off Sneaker News how to get this list, and this was included on the third. I think that's how it's going. It's going to be releasing on sneakers through early access on there, but it is one of my favorite colorways, or one of my favorite sneakers so far this year. It's only been, I mean, it's just June so far, so there's a ton more to come out, but I feel like it just keeps getting pushed back, so hopefully it finally releases, and for July it's not on there, but definitely a cool one to pick up if you get that early access. Then on the fourth, we have the Jordan 6 Red Oreo. It's going to retail for $200. This one's actually releasing in a full family sizing. I feel like it's a pretty generic Jordan 6. It's mostly white and with some red speckled accents. I feel like the Oreo is because it's got that like red and white speckled accents. Nothing crazy if you're into the 6s. Again, pretty cool one to pick up. I mean, it seems like it should be a pretty general release, and if you want it, you should be able to get it. I know Jordans all sell out and people will buy anything at this point, but it's $200, so standard Jordan 6 price. If you're looking for like your kids or something, should be a fairly easy one to pick up. I think it's a decent colorway, but I'm not too big into 6s, so I probably won't be picking this one up. Down the 8th, we have the Yeezy Foam Runner in the Onyx and Sand colorway. It's going to retail for $90. Both these are just restocks of it. I feel like I'm always covering restocks of the Foam Runners, the Yeezy Slides, and like a lot of the 350s. These are basically the same colorways that Yeezy has been releasing for a while now, with the Onyx being the all black one and the Sand being like a lighter tan. So nothing crazy. If you're into the Foam Runners, it should be not easy to pick up because I swear I've entered for like every Foam Runner slide raffle and I never get any of them. But if you're looking for them, at least they're restocking again, so maybe resale prices will go down a little bit. Then also on the 8th, we have the Kasina Nike Air Max 1 Made to Be Together. It's going to retail for $150. This is actually made to celebrate the 25th anniversary of Kasina. I have actually not really heard of them before. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I believe it's a Korean brand, but there's 2 different sneakers of it. They're made actually to resemble some ducks that I guess you would give as gifts to newlywed couples in Korea. I think they actually look pretty cool. I don't really like the material that they have, that like horsehair kind of material. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's like what they put on like animal print stuff. The materials aren't the great, but the colorway is pretty cool, and I think the idea behind it's pretty cool, especially if you can get both pairs. But they both feature ducks on the heel and the insole, so I think it's actually a really cool colorway. I wish the materials were a little bit better. I'm not a big fan of that material. I've had it before on, I think, the Bear Brick Dunks. So I'm not a big fan of it, but I think the colorways are really cool. The collab's really cool. So, I mean, definitely a good one to try pick up. Then on the 10th, we have the Yeezy basketball knit in the Slate Azure colorway. It's going to retail for $300, so really expensive. It's the prime knit version of the basketball sneakers made by Yeezy. I feel like there was the Yeezy Quantum basketball, but this I believe is a little different because it's made prime knit primarily, and I think it's more performance based. I know the Yeezy basketball sneakers are like banned by the NBA for some reason. I don't know all the background behind that, but for $300, I feel like you really have to want to play basketball in these. I don't really think you could really like wear these as like a lifestyle kind of sneaker. Plus, they're really expensive, and maybe they're more for performance. So if you're into basketball and you have $300 to spend, you want to try to wear these, I think the colorway is okay, but very expensive for a Yeezy. Then again on the 10th, we have another one that I feel like I had to include just because of like the collab, and then as I read more about it, it's kind of crazy. It's the Hello Kitty Nike Air Presto. It's going to release for $140. It's obviously a collab between Hello Kitty and Nike. I guess there was originally a collab on the Prestos, and it's supposed to be like 4 colorways, but they never released, and only like special pairs like came out for like friends and family. So there hasn't been a release since the rumored 2004 one, but it is a new colorway. It's blue and white with the Hello Kitty like all over it. So I think that's the story behind that's really cool. I doubt resale will be crazy on it. I mean, maybe it will be. I don't really know the Presto market to begin with, and then I don't really know how crazy people go over the Hello Kitty. I don't mind the blue on it. I'm not going to be wearing it for the Hello Kitties, but because of there's a collab that was supposed to happen in 2004, I feel like this one could do pretty decent, since I mean it's been rumored for what, 18 years now, so I imagine there's probably some resale on it, but a pretty cool collab nonetheless. Jumping all the way to the 17th, we have the Jordan 1 Low in the Bleached Coral. It's going to retail for $130. This is actually going to be a new colorway for Jordan 1 Lows. It's like a black toe with a bleached coral on the toe box and the heel. The bleached coral is basically just a lighter pink. I know there's been pink sneakers, Jordan 1s in the past. I don't know about a low. I think they're actually pretty cool. I don't know if I'm going to pick it up. I wear a decent amount of pink, but I feel like I have a lot of like Jordan 1 Lows and Dunks now that I don't really need this one. But for $130, I believe that's what it's going to release for, maybe a little cheaper. It's not bad. I think it's a decent colorway and definitely something you should pick up if you're into that bleach coral look. Then the next day on the 18th, we have a Jordan 3 Dark Iris. It's going to retail for $200. Pretty basic Jordan 3. I'm mostly white with some dark iris accents, so like the purple on it. It's pretty decent. I mean, I haven't had any pairs of 3s. I feel like I say this every time. There's a pretty basic 3 on here. I think it's a cool colorway if you definitely want something mostly white with some purple accents. It's a pretty cool one. Not a bad one. I just don't think I'll be picking this one up. Then on the 20th, we have the Yeezy 350 in 2 colorways. It's the Bone and the Onyx. They're going to retail for $230. Both these are restocks again of Yeezys. I feel like there hasn't been a new colorway really in a while. Again, Bone is just like all white and the Onyx is all black. Not too bad. I think the Bone looks a little bit better personally in my opinion because I'd wear more white. The Onyx isn't bad though if you're looking for a black sneaker, a black Yeezy. But again, they've been releasing like the same colors for a while now, so not too surprising that these ones are restocking. And another one that got delayed from last month is coming out on the 23rd. It's the Off-White Air Force 1 Mid. It's going to retail for $220. Obviously, it was delayed from last month. I think it's delayed to the date. I think it was supposed to release on 5/23. And then there's 2 colorways. There's the black and the white. I think the white looks a little bit better. I think that the white will be on the screen the whole time because I couldn't find an official image of the black one. If you're into the Air Force 1's Mid, pretty cool. I feel like there hasn't been a lot of Off-White since Virgil has passed away, but I feel like this is one of the more recent ones to actually release, so could be a pretty decent one. I imagine resale will be decent just because it's Off-White, but I'm not really into the Air Force 1 Mid, but I think it's a cool sneaker and a cool colorway. And then the last sneaker that actually isn't confirmed for the month of June is the Jordan 1 Stage Haze. They're just going to retail for $170. It's basically a shadow-like colorway, but the light gray, or the gray is actually a little lighter. It's the Stage Haze. We've got the black leather, black and white leather, and then the gray is actually suede, which isn't my favorite. The Shadow 2.0s that I have are mostly suede, but the back just heel of this is suede. I like the colorway. I wish it was all leather. I feel like it'd probably do a little bit better, but it'd probably be more compared to shadows then. But again, cool colorway. Don't know for sure if it's releasing this month, but it is a decent one, and I felt like I had to include it on it. So that's everything that's coming out this month. Again, like I said earlier, nothing too crazy. I feel like there hasn't been a ton of sneakers coming out recently that have been like really insane. I haven't been following it 100%. I definitely check sneakers all the time, check if there's any draws, but let me know in the comments what your guys' favorite sneaker of the month is, or if I missed anything that you guys wanted me to point out, definitely let me know in the comments. But that's everything for June. Again, nothing too crazy, but thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you guys later.